everyone, it's Sharonda from Pay Or Wait, and today I'm going to be reviewing Palmer, which is currently streaming on the Apple TV Plus streaming platform. This film is directed by Fisher Stevens. It stars Justin Timberlake, Ryder Allen, Alicia Wainwright, as this film centers around an ex-convict who strikes up a friendship with a boy from a troubled home. So for those of you who are new to my channel, welcome, hello, so glad you came, I hope you stay. I tell you what I liked about the film, what I didn't like about the film, and is it worth your time watching or not on Apple TV Plus. So going into what did I enjoy about Palmer, this movie, okay, this movie does not work without Ryder Allen, who portrays Sam in this film, who is the most adorable child on this planet. Do not tell my godchildren though, because if you tell them and they ask me, I will deny it. But Ryder Allen is so fantastic as Sam in this movie, and a lot of the movie works because of his performance, because of the chemistry that Ryder has with Justin Timberlake's character Palmer in the film. It's his presence on screen that makes you smile. You feel the emotional beats more because he does such a fantastic job of making you feel invested about what happens to his character. Now, a lot of people know kids can be borderline annoying sometimes in films, but for Ryder, he just finds the perfect balance of portraying Sam, who really introduces you to these themes throughout the course of the film of accepting people for their differences. You know, when people are different, that's what makes us special. And it really helps you understand that just as children, but also too as adults, learning to be more understanding and more open for kids to truly and fully express their real selves. And so I think that he's so fantastic. The chemistry between him and Justin Timberlake in the film, they work well together. You believe that they strike up this friendship with one another, that Ryder or Sam in the film, that he has this capability, this spark about him that makes everyone else want to love him, want to be accepting of him. And also too, when Sam faces adversities, and also too, when Palmer, who becomes invested in this young boy's life, he becomes invested as well and wants to do anything to protect him. You believe that in the film. Now, I do want to say Justin Timberlake, okay, I'm gonna give him his props. I think he does a good job for what he is given. I'll get into it a little bit of cons, issues that I have with his character, but I don't think that's because of the performance that Justin Timberlake brings to the film. I just think that his character needed to be fleshed out a little bit more, but I'll get into that when we talk about some of the issues with the film. I do want to give a shout out though, Alicia Wainwright. I think she does fine with what's given to her too. That's really another writing issue that I have, but also to Juno Temple, who plays Shelly, who plays Sam's raggedy mama in the film. I was like, girl, you was acting, because I did not like you not one bit. Not one single bit, okay? Because Sam did not deserve you. You don't deserve him, okay? He deserves the world and then some. But I think overall, the film mainly works because of the emotional beats, because it is telling us this story that we have seen in different films, but I think Sam's story in this film is so much more important for the current world that we're living in. So we do get to see it from a different point of view, but I think it's just such a beautiful thing for people to watch, just learning to accept people. Like, dang, can we just accept people in this world? We wouldn't even need movies like this if we did a better job at that. But I think overall, this is what is going to tug at people's hearts, the emotional heartstrings that happen throughout the course of this film. I laugh. They do a good job of balancing like this funny moments, it lightens up, but also too, they do a really good job of pulling you in when it's supposed to be an emotional moment. When Sam is facing adversity, you truly feel for him. You feel in those moments that Sam are going through, but also too as Palmer, who is adjusting not only to life of having to be a caretaker to a child, but also to life of readjusting into the world as, you know, he is, you know, being released from prison. He's also trying to get himself together. And really that whole accepting people who are different from us and not judging people on their past mistakes, I think that has a lot to do with Palmer's part of the story as well. But even though I had a lot of things that I did enjoy about the film, really the issues that I have with the film, it really comes from a writing standpoint, to be honest with you. I think that the film is very predictable as the film progresses. You pretty much know what exactly is going to happen at all times. However, I wish they would have done a better job of delving deeper into Palmer's past, because the first hour of the film is really about Palmer as he's readjusting and reacclimating himself into just normal society. But also too, as you have people who have this version of you, of this convict who was in jail, who made poor choices, I think that they would have, I think that Justin Timberlake would have had a lot more to do if they would have really delved a little bit deeper into Palmer's story, because this movie's called Palmer. I understand that this is about the bond that Palmer has with Sam, but it's very important to understand how Palmer is trying to overcome his own adversities that he's currently facing based on the community judging him for his past mistakes. And so I just think that we would have been better off just learning more about his story. But also too, with Alicia Wainwright's character, I kind of felt like, I think she does fine. Like, she does a good job with what's given to her, but I don't know. I was just like, this is what we gonna do with her character? Like, that's what y'all gonna do? I mean, I was here for it, but I just felt like her character could have been better service with given a little bit more to do as well. But I mean, those are really my own two issues with the film. Outside of that, is it predictable? Yes, but it really based on the shoulders of Ryder Allen, who truly makes this movie so enjoyable to watch. Also, too, random nitpicky side note, I did feel as though Justin Timberlake's accent, his southern accent, was going in and out, which is really weird because he is from the South. But I don't know why my ear picked up on that for some reason, but I can tell when he would go in and out of the accent that his character had in the film. But that's just like a nitpicky thing. But overall, for me, what I would tell you guys to do with you and your time for Palmer, I would tell you to watch it. I had fun watching it. I laughed, I cried, I shed a couple of thug tears while watching Palmer. But honestly, it's really the performance from Ryder Allen that sells the entire film for me. Without him, I don't know if I would have enjoyed it as much. I think the writing issues that I had in the film, it would have bugged me a lot more. But I would definitely tell you guys to go to Apple TV Plus and watch Palmer and get your life and fall in love with Ryder Allen's performance just as much as I did. So those are my thoughts on Palmer, which is currently streaming on Apple TV Plus. As always, my name is Sharona from Pair Waits, and if you like what you saw today, make sure you hit the like button, hit subscribe, share this video with your friends, and make sure you hit the notification bell. And I love you guys 3000, and until I see you again.